उपस्थित के पक्ष में हाँ गए, जो सदस्य विरोध में ना गए। मेरे विचार में निर्णय हाँ वालों के पक्ष में प्रस्ताव स्वीकृत हुआ और विधेयक पारित हुआ।
Does the NEET exam need an overhaul in itself? That's the bigger question that we aim to deal with. The Lok Sabha has passed Anti-Paper Leak Amendment Bill. The bill aims to make the punishment for those involved in paper leaks or unfair means in exams more stringent. Imprisonment for up to 10 years and penalties up to rupees 10 crores are some of the proposed provisions. But can this law alone solve the broader problem plaguing NEET? After all, the laws against murder, terrorism and other heinous crimes are pretty strict too. Have they stopped? Lok Sabha LOP Rahul Gandhi has an important observation to make.
The bill is not worth discussing. We will increase the punishment from 1 year to 10 years. But different don't punish anyone anyway. Nobody is being convicted. आज तक कोई conviction नहीं हुआ है और आप कह रहे हो भैया 1 साल से हम 10 साल बढ़ा देंगे और आप ये भी कह रहे हो बिल में आप ये भी कह रहे हो कि भैया 1 साल से हम 10 साल बढ़ाएंगे क्योंकि हम एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि पेपर लीक होगा.
Well, the bill has been passed to punish those involved in any paper leak. Question that is being asked is, what is being done to prevent these leaks in the first place? What steps have been taken to bring in structural reforms in NEET? A day after Dharmendra Pradhan resigned as Education Minister on July 25, in an Instagram video, the Prime Minister himself had announced setting up of a 6-member high-powered task force to look into next-generation reforms for India's education sector. The panel is being led by Infosys co-founder Nandan Nilekani, former ISRO Chief S. Somnath, former IB Director Tapan Deka, IIT Madras Director V. Kamakoti, ex-Education Secretary Anita Karwal and logistic experts Amrit Lal Meena are some of the other members. What critics are saying is, none of these panel members are domain experts. That is, someone who is well versed with ins and outs of medical entrance exam syllabus, someone who understands not only the logistical and technical side of the problem, but also a crisis in the administration of NEET itself. Moreover, if setting up a committee could solve the problems that are being faced by the NEET aspirants, then we must remember that one Radhakrishnan committee was formed in the aftermath of 2024 fiasco. Unlike the Nilekani-led panel, this committee had domain experts like former AIIMS Director Randeep Guleria. Submitting its report in October that year, this panel had made 101 recommendations to the government. What are some of the key reforms that it suggested? Flagging that NTA was heavily dependent on outsourced personnel, the Radhakrishnan committee had recommended the agency to hire more permanent, domain-specific staff. Other recommendations included encrypted digital paper transmission, biometric digi-exam authentication, and a state-owned network of 1,000 secure government testing centers. To adopt a more secure procedure of paper generation, transmission, and storage, the panel suggested to minimize human interference. These recommendations were made nearly 2 years ago after a leak in the NEET shocked the nation. Critics and opposition parties are asking, how many of these recommendations have been implemented? Some are even claiming that had these suggestions been timely implemented, the NEET paper leak could have been averted. As per several reports, these recommendations have been implemented only partially. That too, some of them only in the past few weeks. Could it be because of the mounting pressure on the government due to the widespread students' protest? In May 2026, Dr. Radhakrishnan informed the Supreme Court that a majority of the committee's recommendations had either been implemented or were under execution. It would not be an exaggeration to say that paper leaks are only tip of the iceberg. NEET is conducted only once a year, that too in a single day, single shift format. With nearly 22 lakh students attending these exams, any disruption would not only affect the entire examination, aspirants are at the risk of losing an academic year. In fact, reports suggest the number of aspirants fell by around 2 lakhs in the re-NEET examinations. A candidate may fall ill or suffer from exam anxiety and fail to perform, or the exam may itself face incidents like paper leaks. Then there is no remedy. One crucial year is gone. This only adds to the students' distress and makes NEET a high-stakes exam. We must not forget that over 20 students died by suicide after this year's paper leak surfaced. Moreover, all these students get largely the same question paper. Any irregularity, malpractice or compromise in one corner of the country can also have an adverse effect on all the 2 million students. On the contrary, compare this with that of JEE exam, which is conducted twice a year, that too in multiple shifts, that too with different sets of question papers. Another important point to be noted here is that NEET is the only gateway for MBBS degree. You can become an engineer without sitting for JEE, but you simply can't become a doctor in India without taking the NEET exam.
This is a co-founder of Radhakrishna Commission member saying, the NTA does not have too many psychometric or deep experts to set question papers. The educational testing service which conducts GRE and TOEFL has 600 researchers. What is Mr. Subramaniam, former Secretary, Department of Education, saying? The NTA has meant to be very lean organization, but in the pen and paper exam, you need 10,000 of them to run. Last 2 points, sir, only. And this is the hardest one to hit, sir. The Secretary demanding of Higher Education, I quote him, each time one loophole is fixed, another appears. That is why institutions need people with memory, expertise and ability to learn from the failure. Those trying to rig the system are experienced too. Are you trying to tell me that you can't fix the system? There are countries, sir, there's a law exam in this country which is taken countrywide. Aaj tak public service, sir, aapka exam, aap khud police rahe. How come government exams don't get then fixed and you're trying to tell me that the crooks are better than the government system in this country? Kya baat kar rahe? This is an education secretary talking. Sir, and after Jantar Mantar, have you all not seen the pain of the mothers, the children? I request the government, ek inquiry lagaiye. Why don't you make an SIT and find out who really gave the orders and what went wrong that day? So let there be an inquiry and let it be transparent, fair. I'm not saying who did it, who gave the order. ये नहीं मैं कह रही हूँ. ये फिर इस देश में ना हो, इसलिए we have to do it.
While one piece of legislation won't fix these problems, it's nonetheless an important step, because perpetrators who play with the lives of these young Indians can't be allowed to have a free run. They deserve strictest punishment, and therefore the new law is a welcome move. But does it really guarantee an end to so-called exam mafia?